Trade deadline, Matt, question. What would you be willing to give up to invest in this team?
I would be willing to give up pretty much a pretty good penny for someone like a Ryan McDonough. I mean, I've been on record that I'm all in for that. You add him to solidify the second pair we've been talking about, and
Okay, so let me stop you. Let me stop you.
yeah.
Carlo Heinen in a first.
Ooh, that's a little steep. I think I've seen that one, and that's a little steep. I don't want to take two players off this roster right now.
Okay, Carlo in a first.
Carlo in the first is then you start to talk. I mean, then you start to think, hey, not only are you getting McDonough for this year, you're getting him for next year, a guy you could be able to sign beyond that, a guy you can build a defense around. I mean, Brandon Carlo is what he is. He's a strong defenseman, and he might be able to respond to be part of that second pair, but he has such a low ceiling to my perspective that there's no offensive upside there. He's a defensive D man.
DeBrusk in a first.
DeBrusk in a first is very tough because I think Jake DeBrusk is a special talent. I think in this game, with the power forward role is being reshaped as far as speed as opposed to bulk. I mean, we saw last night what the way of the power forward is going with Milan Lucic is kind of a ghost out there now. It's more of a Jake DeBrusk type game, and I think you're looking at a guy who could be a 30-goal scorer and play with a little bit of grit, and it's hard to part with something like that.
Bigger need before I go to Robbie in Vermont. Second line or second pairing D man, second left shots, second D pairing, or right wing for David Krejci on the second line.
I still say second pair, and I think this Holden thing kind of lets me believe that they're kind of committed to what they have, and that kind of scares me a little bit that they're not maybe necessarily going for the big ad. But I think Ryan Spooner's responded well, and there are some kids in Providence that could come up and maybe step in if they had to. We saw David Backes play next to Krejci last night. There's enough in-house fixes if they have problems in that second line.